come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy. We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
At the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Mayfield finding Beckham, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Mayfield able to find Hunt out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game too. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Now Mayfield. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now the second down throw on target. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Devin Duvernay.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 more there and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
And a Raven first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Fournette running out of the gun. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. This a 33-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. These two teams all tied after one.
First quarter with the score tied 3-3.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10.
Nice job there utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now Chubb on 1st down, able to work his way forward for about 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Let's go. Hey, Mike.
Mayfield off the play fake. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tyus Bowser gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. To throw, Mayfield. Sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it. Now Mayfield lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
We want it. Come to my work. Ozzie, get up.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And now a shot into coverage downfield is complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Boy, you sure don't see that too often.
I guess you can't really call anything a gimme, but you figure with his track record, that's a sure thing. But it turns out, it's not the case.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now this one complete to Robert Foster. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Complete to Robert Foster. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
Here I come! Switch! Run! Hey!
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Joey Sly on for the field goal. A 59-yard attempt.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First down.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm down. Let's stop here, D. 51's the mic, boys. 51.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews there. 3rd down here.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for Brandon Ayuk.
Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
A 51-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Watch
facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Mike, 36. Mike, 36. I'm coming. Hurry, hurry. Motion, motion, motion. Run, run, run.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, QB, come on. 40's Mike, 40's Mike.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Malik Harrison on the tackle.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tight end left, tight end left. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, hurry, hurry. 3 down, 3 down. I'm coming for you, 27. I'm coming. I'm coming for you. Real. 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike.
Throwing, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd
Brandon,
down.
perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And Hunt is not going to get there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
It's 4th down.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
A gain of 22
You don't always
yards.
expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in.
And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Hollywood Marquise Brown. His second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
The kick is
And this
good.
one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Ravens 10, Browns 3.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post.
And he goes down. The Ravens
Baker
able to get to
Mayfield
him.
sacked.
Tyus Bowser, his second sack of the
Tackle
night.
made back at the 17-yard
And that was just
line.
absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in.
Complete
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third
A gain
down.
of 10.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On third down, Mayfield. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing is Jackson. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. They go play action now. Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
For the Ravens.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Landry now on the return.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Hey, 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike.
On second down, Mayfield again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
32-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And only able to get two here. Stopped at the 30.
The ball carrier. T.J. Watt there on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the Ravens.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
10, Browns 3.
From the 30 on second down, Mayfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
Makes the score Ravens 17, Browns 3. Justin Tucker to kick off for
So
Baltimore.
they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. They run it again with Chubb. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Watch 36 to Mike. Hey, that QB's trapped.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
In a 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Running for it, here's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when you get
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Ha-Ha Clinton Dix with a pick, and they'll start out with great field position at the 46.